right, let's call this meeting order, the Broadband Cable TV meeting. And open up, I'd like to approve the minutes. If you have a chance to read the minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
All in favor? Aye. At this time, does anybody in the public like to address the meeting? Seeing none, we'll move on. We've got one item on the agenda, and it's a request for $60,000 for the equipment, not to exceed $60,000. I think it's a little less than that. And would you like to tell us what this is?
So it's been about 7 years since the original equipment was purchased, and some of the equipment is starting to fail. I've got a camera that zooms in and out on its own, and
That's bad.
yeah.
That's a dead camera.
Yeah, so that's caused some problems. I was actually filming the fair, and that thing, where it was zooming in and out on its own. It made it very difficult and frustrating. And microphones not working, so we're wanting to upgrade and get 4K cameras and have them be portable, so we can have them in the studio and also have them in the field and shoot things in the field when we need to. We would be able to broadcast live as well. So that's the gist of the list. And I'm sure Jerry's gonna say something.
Unless you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
The whole thing is, for those of you that weren't here during the last commission, we got into the TV business. We bought the low-end equipment. We didn't buy the high-end equipment. Equipment 7 years old is failing, and when it fails, our ability is basically dead. The whole plan was to have a studio to do interviews with. We have that. Also to have a mobile vehicle that would go out and film from the roof and the ground, wherever. Pull up outside a building, run cables inside, set cameras up, and they're sitting out in the vehicle, run the switch, and you come out with a completed production. That has not happened yet. We got the vehicle, and this will bring that part of this whole program up and going. So, and I told at the last meeting, there's a couple of sheets on the back here from the last meeting. There's some cameras that got gray lens on them, but they're not compatible, for example, with how you switch the audio with the remote control doodad. There's others that don't have good lens but do work. So what we did is it's taken 2 months and several meetings, and I finally ran it through my buddy Steve Adams, and we've got everything on this list is compatible. And so basically what I'm doing is the guy that sponsored this thing, starting with 7 years ago, along with you, Bobby, is asking me not to be allowed not to exceed $60,000 to upgrade the system, and that probably carries for the next 5 years. So we're talking a one-time purchase.
Well, this gives us the capability of filming Mike going into his 500 Tennessee game.
With a very long-range camera.
Probably rolls in if I'm going.
So that's my request to the committee.
That's your resolution that's in the packet. Bobby, I've got copies of it, pretty I've gotten it yet. Since you just went out today, that's what would be in the packet.
And it's approved by the budget committee
Right.
based on you guys approving it. So
Anybody got any questions about this or comments? Let's move on to committee. So it's already been through budget?
yes.
Motion to approve.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
The only thing I got is on the actual amendment form here. It says cable TV 1118, but it's the 12th today. I don't know who types
Yeah.
that up.
That comes out of the finance office. That's when they thought it might be.
Yeah, I think they thought we were gonna meet the commission.
We have no meeting session. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, guys.
For all the work you've done on this.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
All right, is there any other old business coming before the committee?
I'd like to ask where we're at on getting the Ag Center Management Committee up and running for filming them.
So, we went over and looked at a spot that Josh had recommended, And to be honest, I didn't think it was a great location for filming, very dark. It would be, I thought, pretty expensive. My suggestion is that they film them over here where we already have the equipment.
Yeah.
Because the setup that we looked at, you know, there were wood walls. It would be a lot of work to set up the cameras. I mean, you know, it's not my money, but that is my personal opinion that they should film over here.
Okay. Mike, do you have any recommendation on what we could do to make that happen?
Don't know that you can make it happen, but you can strongly suggest it if you want to send something out of this committee, you know, suggest.
Could we make it a rule? Could we send it to the rules committee?
Yeah, you could do that.
And if they had a different building to film in, you know, we could do it like the road commission setup, which was approximately $4,000, but that is more modern and an easier situation than out of Fishersboro. Was that, I mean to interrupt you?
No, you're fine.
I think they're the only ones that we're not filming at this point, right?
It is.
I mean, that's it. And everybody else moved over here.
Right.
Cause I mean, in years past, like EMA, we would occasionally, you know, we'd meet over, you know, at 110 Oak Street. I mean, the sheriff's department used to meet over there and everybody exactly us and everybody comes here, so that way we're transparent. And it's Ag Committee who is the only one who has not moved over. And I know that their committee's large, cause I think, isn't there like 14 or something like that?
17, I believe. What'd you say, 13? I have no idea.
13.
13, I don't know, I just know it's
It
large.
used to be 17.
Here's the worst amount, 13.
Well, my hearing's off. It used to be 17.
Well, maybe in years ago, there's 7 county commissioners and 6 members of the board.
Okay, so 13, so it may be too big for this table, but that doesn't mean you can't meet in the commission room.
Correct.
At the planning and zoning table, like when we film the planning and zoning meetings,
Even if you
there's
put it,
like,
yeah,
we can film that really easily. It's already like set
There's
up to do
25
that.
chairs in here,
right,
let alone what's at the table,
yeah, I mean, you
unless
could,
we've lost some since '11.
no, they're all still here. But, yeah, I mean, I guess you could do it in here, or, I mean, since there's 13, you could put them at commissioners' desks. I don't know why you couldn't, and that way it's already wired and the mics are all there and everything, we don't have to spend a dime.
Mike, what's the best way to accomplish something like this? I mean, this is just one committee kind of telling another committee what to do. I mean, we're just 2 different committees, right? But is this something to go for the steering committee? Is it the rules thing? I mean,
Well,
how do you do this?
Blake suggested, you know, going to the rules committee and just asking people that want it to come in. Somebody come in and propose it, and somebody else, if they oppose it, come in and say why, but I never have really understood how these things get to be a fight, you know, but they do sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind we're just 2 different committees.
Yeah.
I think you might have different direction this time. I don't think you're gonna have near the bus
Right.
as it was.
I mean, I would like to not have to make a rule. I feel like that's kind of trying to strong arm an entire committee.
I think the best thing was, you know, with Josh, reach out to him.
No.
Yeah.
Just,
But if they're not willing to, I mean,
it's gonna cost us money if we don't.
Right.
I understand that.
Well, if you go to Josh and say, Josh, kind of sense it, it's the will of the commission that they want to do this, and, you know,
Doesn't Terry Scruggs, isn't he the chairman of the committee? What if he just agreed to bring it over here? He sets the meeting. He can set the
Yes.
location.
I mean, they can vote on it. Somebody on that committee could raise the issue, bring it up.
Mike, can I ask a question? It's a standing county committee, why can't the county commission just vote to either have it done or vote against having it done, be done with it?
well, commission doesn't vote on anybody else when they meet or where they meet or whatever, so what Blake suggested, doing a rule, you could do that, but.
let's say all standing committees have to meet in the courthouse.
That's what I mean. Everybody else is already meeting here.
Me and Tommy are both on that committee, and it ain't gonna bother me. I mean, either way, but it'd be easier if it was
Absolutely
here.
no reason to move it, and I don't
That's right.
see a reason to spend one dime buying cameras or any other equipment to put over there. When we've not invested what we've got here, I know the road commission ultimately bought cameras, but there was a reason. Every record they have, and Mike can testify on this better than any of us, they're at fingers reach right over there, and
Yeah.
they could work in here.
It is. I agree.
But they took care of the issue, and I just don't see spending money over there that we've already spent it here, when there's not a reason. Now, if there's a good reason, I'd certainly listen.
I think I'd start with going to the director, seeing if he can, and the
Chairman.
chairman, see if he can get that done.
Is there any action to take? Is there anything this committee needs to do on this?
I think we should definitely talk with Terry Scruggs, the director of the Ag Center, for sure. Mr. Major.
Okay.
Just kind of reiterate to them that it's time to move. Without having to make a rule.
Yeah.
That'd be better.
Yeah. I don't feel like a rule is.
EMA and law enforcement volunteers.
Exactly.
It was some trouble for both of them to do it. Never had to.
And if we have to make a rule, we will.
Okay. Is there any new business come before the committee? One more motion.
Motion adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank